While attending college, I don't believe athletes should be getting paid or compensated for their athletics. I'm currently playing college soccer here at the Masters, and I have friends that are playing D1 in soccer and other sports. And I know the grind and I know how well athletes get treated by the schools. I'll first discuss how much exposure D1 athletes get to almost all other divisions, and that alone is their money's worth. Next, I'll talk about why taking the amateur part of college sports and giving the players money is a horrible idea and would ruin sports. After, I'll talk about why it can and will create tension between program and the players. And lastly, I'll discuss why paying college athletes would ruin sports economically. College athletes are playing for one of two reasons: to go pro or because they just love the game and want to have fun. But if you're playing D1, you're more than likely trying to get to the next level and play professionally. That's why you get exposure that's different than most other American colleges, because the coverage you get is nationwide. There is no better way to expose yourself than playing on primetime TV with the nation watching you, specifically football and basketball, because these two sports bring in millions of viewers every single game, and the schools pay multi-million-dollar contracts with TV companies that will put their team on the prime station. Most athletic teams will have their games filmed and put on their websites accessible to different coaches and sometimes the public. Being able to have your game filmed or even on the air ups the chances of you getting scouted. College athletes are two things: athletes and students. That's why they're attending university, to play sports and to get a good education, and that's more than enough, especially if scholarships are helping the costs. If there's an elite athlete at a university, there's a chance he's getting a scholarship from to go there. Getting a free education is one of the best things a student could ask for, and to play sports added on to that is even better. These athletes have been sacrificing and grinding for their entire lives to try to play in college and to hopefully get a chance to play professionally. But there's no need to give them a salary when you're getting them almost a free education. Not every athlete is guaranteed or promised to go play professionally, but they're going to get the diplomas that they are guaranteed when they sign up. That's what they deserve. Now that I've explained why college athletes are getting plenty of exposure by playing in college, let's move to why athletes should continue this amateur style of play and not get paid. College sports has been full of some of the best athletes that we've ever seen and brings out some of the best and biggest names in professional sports. College sports allows the elite players to shine and grow and possibly play professionally. But college sports also allows the players who aren't as big of a name to grow and work and get to become the biggest and next big name for the school. The NCAA bylaws must enforce that schools must treat athletes similarly to the students, not giving them money, paying for their name, image, or likeness. They must prioritize academics and limit the expectations that they have on them. College athletics is one of the best things that someone can do for themselves, but it is still a grind, and that is not supposed to be easier. This is what everyone signs up for. College athletes care about the hustle and the heart, and they do whatever it takes to win as a team. Many fans might not like the high 100-point scoring games in the NBA, but college sports have some of the best defensive and physical play and the best atmospheres that you will ever see in a sporting event. Everyone knew who Reggie Bush was. Reggie Bush was a running back for USC and for Pete Carroll's team back when they lost the national championship to Texas, and during that dominant run that they had with Pete Carroll. Reggie Bush's parents were given free rent while he was living on the campus at USC, and that is against NCAA violation. And having a running back prioritized over a regular student is just not something that the school needed to do, and horrible for the name. Academics should be at the top of the priority list, not a running back. Fans don't want to show up to a game and see a prima donna play. They want to see lads go out there and play with all their heart and play to the best of their ability. Now we'll talk about how helping athletes could how paying athletes could cause animosity between programs and players. The last thing a team needs is to have animosity between each other and conflict between different programs. Conflicts between programs is just bad reputation for the school. And paying for the players will begin to create some tension between different players in different programs. If the star athlete of a team is paid more than a second stringer, that will probably cause tension and might cause missed blocks, missed opportunities, and less chemistry, and could cause some players to leave the team if they're not happy. What if one program, such as the football team, gets the money from the school, but then the men's basketball team and women's basketball team, who are still bringing in millions of viewers and millions of dollars, don't get the money that they deserve? Is that fair? No, it's not, but that's what's going to happen, because most of the time the money will go to the team that gets the biggest viewers, and usually that would be football. So it's going to leave away a lot of the different athletes and the different programs, which is just not fair. Money has taken away from the excitement of the NFL and the NBA. Growing up, I've always loved to watch college basketball because the players didn't seem to care about their brand and the company that they were sponsored by. They only just cared about them, the team, and winning. That's what made college basketball so much more fun than the NBA. Finally, I'll discuss why paying athletes would ruin college sports economically. If college athletes started getting paid, then it would ruin college sports completely. Paying athletes would take an immense amount of money that schools, number one, don't have, and if they did, they should probably spend it different places. Most schools don't even have enough money to pay extra staff sometimes. The 30 largest universities in the country each generally generated an annual revenue exceeding $100 million from the sports. But according to the National Collegiate Athletic Association, that money was used for operating expenses for the school's athletic program and for paying for tuition for the people that are on scholarship. The majority of Division I colleges in the NCAA operate off a loss. So that means that when the schools are going to have to start paying players, they're not going to have any money to pay them. They're operating out of a loss. So how are they going to get the money? By taking off programs. We've already had a preview of what would happen when schools are put in a position. In August 2015, after the NCAA began allowing Division I universities to adopt the cost attendance stipend, North Dakota State University announced that it would offer such stipends to 16 sports, resulting in a new $600,000 expense paid by the athletic department. The rival school, University of North Dakota, ran suit the next day. And what happened? The University of North Dakota cut 5 teams over the next 2 years to help pay for the added expenses. Imagine if every single school in the nation did the same thing. Programs would be lost and dropped all over the nation, and that's not good for our college sports. This is why college athletes should not be paid while they're in school, because they're student athletes and they have better things to focus on. College sports are the light and soul of universities, and once players start getting paid, either programs will get lost or the attention will start leaning away from the team and leaning to the players, and that's what not college is about. Thank you.